Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I decided on doing another modern build, but instead this time doing it on the beach, because normally with Solani I would associate it with a more rustic style of home, and so I want to do something different in Solani. I also think that it's quite nice having like a modern family home, so this could be suitable for like a holiday home if the family has somewhere abroad, and this is a really nice house for abroad, to be fair, but I mean, yeah, so I wanted to go for something quite different, and it's not terribly practical, I'm not gonna lie to you, because if there's like a big gust of wind and a lot of rain, that's gonna get very wet very soon, very quickly. And so I leave that middle part open, but I think that it turns out looking really nice actually. And I just put that glass on because I wanted it to be like an uninterrupted view. I thought that it would suit the build a bit better, especially being in Solani in such a beautiful area. I thought that it would be nicer to have that as an uninterrupted view. So you can see me just working out the floor plan here. This ends up being a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom house, which is pretty impressive. And I do the 1 bedroom as a guest room, so it's more like a family of like 4 plus their guests. But yeah, that's kind of what my thought was for this. And I end up using these eco lifestyle doors, which I think are really nice, but I thought the frame part, the outward part, should be facing inwards, because I thought that the look that I was going for on the outside of the build was quite smooth, so I decided that was a better option. And you can see me just finishing up with the stairs here as well. And I actually decided to change it because I use a lot of that light wood throughout the build, and I think that creates a little bit of unity throughout the build if I use the same kind of wood. So that's why I decided to change to that light colored wood, and you'll see it does get used very frequently. So yeah, that's kind of why I thought that it was like a better option. And yeah, I'm just putting in some windows now too. I think that I've actually taken to like doing modern builds because I used to hate them, but I kind of really like how they turn out now, and so I don't know, I really like them now, whereas I really didn't like them before because I think that they're quite difficult to furnish, especially like because modern builds often look so sleek, and I think that that's why they're so intimidating, because I put a lot of clutter into my builds normally. So when I am putting that much clutter into a build, it kind of ends up not looking so sleek. And yeah, I think that's exactly why it happens. And I've actually always kind of admired like people who play Sims who can actually build modern builds, because it's just something I never thought of myself as doing, and then I suddenly realized I was doing a lot of modern builds on my channel, and I was like, actually I'm not so terrible at them. So yeah, I got pretty excited because I really like how they look, and yeah, I just really like them. So you can just see me finishing the place, adding a few bits and pieces there. I did skip out the entire bit of me furnishing the downstairs, the gym, the study, the playroom, and all the bathrooms, because they're all pretty boring, and if I'd left them it would have been like a half-an-hour video, so I didn't want to do that, and that's why I left them out, because they are the boring parts, to be fair. I mean, they are. I also cannot stand when the curtains do this. when they auto snap and they don't actually fit the window that they're auto snapping to, so then you have to like move the window so you can place the curtain. It's a whole thing, and I don't understand why it needs to be a whole thing. I mean, it should be so easy. But it seems to happen every time. I think I'm just too fussy on where my curtains go. That's the conclusion I've come to, honestly. So moving on to the rest of the build, we're just going to pretend that I totally showed you that entire thing when the bathrooms and all that. But yeah, I decided I wanted to make this like a really fancy house. I wanted them to have like the separate dressing room, walk-in dressing room, and I wanted them to have lots of space. So that's what I was doing here, and I use these Spa Day mirrors because they have that light behind them, and I think that they look quite nice. I did use like quite a few packs in this, but not like, I didn't limit myself, but I think that the number of packs that I used was actually okay for how it came out, because I used Eco Lifestyle, Discover University, Island Living, Seasons, Cats. I don't know where I use Cats and Dogs. I really don't. I was thinking about it when I was looking at that, and I was like, I have no idea where I use Cats and Dogs, because I genuinely can't remember. Or Seasons, actually. I don't know. Maybe I place them down, and you know how in the game, if you place something down, then it kind of just says that you've used it in the build, even if you take it out. Maybe it did that, but I really don't know where I would have used Seasons. And then City Living, Get Together, Parenthood, Spa Day, Tiny Living, Vintage Glamour, but I only use Vintage Glamour for a dressing table, so that's easy enough to like do without. You could just replace it with like a dresser or something. And then there's like Perfect Patio as well. So in terms of like having it as a restricted packs build, it's not, but I think that it's okay, because like honestly, the ones that I use the most, the packs that I use the most for this were Eco Lifestyle, Island Living, and probably Spa Day. Like I didn't use a ton of packs. I wouldn't say like I could have used many more packs, but it is downloadable on the gallery, so if you are looking to download it, you'll find it there. My username and everything is just down in the description box below, as it normally is. And yeah, so if you are interested in that, feel free to download it and play with it. It's fully playable. I've player tested it, and I made sure that everything could run. That looked kind of dodgy, but it works totally fine. So we're just going on to the kids rooms here. I'm actually gonna leave it here because I mean kids rooms I think are pretty boring, and a lot of them end up looking the same. I also do like a patio that is, well, my idea was that it's an old pier, so they use it as a pier for their canoe, but for the most part my theory was that they just use it as like a relaxing area, just somewhere where they can like lounge around, but that was my idea. So I'm gonna leave you guys here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.